Well, good evening, everybody. Look who's back. It's Illuminator hanging out in the Overthere. We're in hell level 40. Tonight it's Friday night. I had a great nap. It's 10 p.m. Drinking this Smirnoff Ice screwdriver. And I'm going to be killing things out here, working on the grind. Hell level grind, level 40. Tons of stuff. Most blue. My main target right now are the thing I like to fight the most are those Sarnax. So Tofu did mention that there is a vendor out here, a clock. Apparently you can sell to. I've seen the guy several times and never bothered to run up to him and take a look and just click on his inventory. Never investigated, so that's what I'll do now. Keep her weight down. So I just jumped on this class, so it takes me a few minutes to acclimate myself. Apparently I'm not using my flying kick as it becomes available. And this fight is becoming more close than it should have been. Okay, that's no problem. It's going to be downtime. These things do not weigh a lot, do they? And they're stackable, so I'll pick them up. So I'm out here on this side of, as soon as you zone in, you facing the big over there, you take that left and you follow the zone border. That's where I'm at. So I think right up here actually would be the zone line to go into Frontier Mountains. Yes, it is. Frontier Mountain zone line. So that's an option. We can go into Frontier Mountains if things get a little stale out in the over there. Of course, I can never sell out in the outpost, but we can check that clock out there. In fact, let's go there now. See you guys when I get there. So I'm making the slow journey back, but there's opportunities to fight things along the way. See one of these things over here, the cats, saber-tooths. Not my most favorite target. They are kind of boring to fight, I feel. I don't like fighting things that are animal-based. The loot's typically boring loot tables. I like humanoid targets, like Sarnax. Well, let's get closer. It's a pain because oftentimes they run quickly too. They're aggressive, the loot sucks, and they're fast, but they're not very often magic casters, which is a good thing. So we're 15% of the way through the level. On a good fight, we'll gain 1%. You can see the damage I'm producing now is respectable. Now, as we hit level 40, our hand-to-hand combat increased in 1 point of damage. That translates to a couple points for your max damage cap hit. Uh-oh, this isn't looking good. Should have waited a slight bit longer. We're losing this fight, but we started out with a handicap. Or not a handicap, but I wasn't full life. We should be okay though. As long as we don't have a bout of terrible RNG. Oh, I'm burping. So I ordered some hot dogs through the grocery app. Oh crap. That was not good. Time to rest up, right? So I ordered some hot dogs for the grocery app. I got two different brands because I always like to do a little experiment in real life. So we got these HEB brand all naturals. Actually a little bit more expensive than your typical national brand hot dogs. There's several brands of hot dogs I wanted to try. They don't carry them at my HEB, so I went with Nathan's, and they have Ballpark, Nathan's, and these HEB brands. So cooked up a couple, tried them. I didn't come with a conclusive winner. I think the most thing was get buns that are fresh buns. I like to have bread that's a little on the sweet side too. So if you can get those Hawaiian bread buns, I like them so much. I have a fear that if I looked at the ingredients label, they'll be listed as made with high fructose corn syrup. I would not be surprised. Everything that's sweet and good and tasty seems to be laden with high fructose corn syrup. I've noticed a decline in the overall health of the country with the introduction of those kind of products and foods, making them one step closer to processed, ultra processed. So simple ingredient is just your regular cane sugars versus the high fructose corn syrup. All right, should I be using bandages? I believe I should be using bandages. It's a bind wound now. Possibly the Glock guy could be selling bandages too. Wouldn't that be great? So the area here is getting a lot more foggy. Visibility is decreasing. Let's check the time in game because I was going to use the late. Well, it's just noon in the game. Blue skies with a terrible haze. Yep, bind wound is definitely a must-have skill for characters with melee predominance. You gotta have these bind wound up. See, my bind wound skill is 197. It really cuts down your downtime. A couple more bind wounds and then I'll start running towards the Glock. Ooh, see if we can get one more off before I hit 50%. I always hate this part when you're at 49. Oh, someone says you can take the rings off. Put them back on. All right, now we have 52. Put the ring back on. So what I can do is you take off both rings and it drops them below 50%, right? Now put me above. So you heal up with the rings off and then you put them back on and then you could heal up some more. But whatever, we'll do that next time. So the last one I fought was a tiger. There's a tigress. I think the tiger is a little on the higher level. There's a succulent and a raging Kunark rhino. You gotta watch out for those guys, they'll run you down. Feigned death has saved me many a times. So let's see what's going on. I drink my drink out of a beverage now. Don't want to drink another. One drink's enough. Just one drink's all you need. I don't even want to feel any kind of effects at all. I have a cold coffee drink. It's like a chocolate flavored. I can drink one of those. So what'd you guys, what's your favorite like deli type food place? We have this place called PJ's Coffee, and PJ's Coffee has wonderful sandwiches that you can buy and they'll heat up in their toaster oven. And so what I like to get in the mornings is their croissants, egg and cheese croissants, and they actually serve them with some side order of jelly. I don't know if it's a southern thing, but I said, yes, please, can I have some jelly? And we put strawberry jelly on the side of my croissant. It was tasty. The croissant is so good, but it's very flaky, so it makes a mess everywhere. Do not try to eat it without having a good flat surface in front of you, because you'll need that surface to catch all the crumbs, otherwise you'll catch them on your clothes. All right, the big, huge, imposing, majestic statue of the Sarnak. I mean, it's not a Sarnak. That's an Iksar. Sarnaks have not gathered together to tear that down, nor should they. Just displays the once might of the Iksars and Kunark. Alright, so we have to be careful. Last fight I got beat. It doesn't always happen, but there's a level range for blues. They can be several levels below you, or just one level below you. And see, on this one I'm doing so well. So not only do you have to pay attention to the considered color, but maybe the names. This is a cockatrice, and the last one was a tiger. But let's fight not tigers, but tigresses. We can do a little better. Alright, can we get a percent here. Make it 16% to this level. No, see, we killed a blue and we're still at 15%. Ooh, what a grind. So let's make our way over to where the Glock is. We're not far off. There's a pond out here. I would say it's more like a mud hole, a watering hole. And at the base of the watering hole, there's a Glock standing there. So that's the guy. And see, here we are. There's the big mud hole. So he's not quite next to it, but you see between these two rocks up ahead, next to the rhino, there's a guy standing there, and he's an Iksar guy. Clock. He says it looks like quite a gamble, so we're the same level. When things are the same level as you in this game, that means do not try to fight them unless you are powered armored. Here we go. How nice. Look at this. We have a vendor here. Why have I not been using him? And it's so obvious because his name starts with clock. Everybody's clock is one of the vendor types. All right. So what I like to do is sell all the things I can, and at the end buy a gem of some type. All right, we can use more throwing weapons. Let's see what he sells. I don't see throwing weapons. Oh, he got throwing knives. What is the range of a throwing knife? 45. That's the same as what I'm using for the shurikens. No, it's even less. Is 45 throwing even an option? That's like almost no range at all. You're in the aggro radius at that point. So let's go ahead and buy 2 stacks of 20. Alright, and let's see if he got oh, he's got bandages. So we don't need to buy a gem. We can just buy another stack of bandages times 2. Perfect, and we got our weight down. So our weight now is 23 stone, so there's a slight bit of penalty there. Very slight though, not much. So I think what we'll do now is I'm going to go through the Frontier Mountains, and we're going to go over to the Dreadlands. Not the Dreadlands. We're going to go to Firiona Vie, and I'm going to fight out in Firiona Vie. So let's take that trip now. See you guys when I get closer to the location. I see a couple other people out here. Actually, it's one person with a pet. Look at that big magician pet. Let's get up here and just kick this stone thingy in the head a couple times. I feigned death so I wouldn't take any of the aggro. Just helping his pet out a little. And this is the way to the Frontier Mountains. So here we go. Nice relaxing music on a late night Friday. Do you guys remember? Oh. Joso, let's check out their level. 39 magicians, so they're out here at the same kind of level range as me. That's a good place to fight. Open zone. For big fans of open areas like me, I think Overthere is up there with the really good ones. Good visibility, there's not a lot of trees, and while there's hills, they're gentle hills. Then you get into Frontier Mountains and things can get really hectic as far as the landscape. Very difficult to see your way around. Obstructed views everywhere. But we're gonna go, we have a choice of going to the Dreadlands and Carnor's Castle, or we can go over to Firiona Vie. We'll leave them both on the table as options. Hey, let's just go to Dreadlands. And there's the Yeti Caves. We can go check out the Yeti Caves. How about that? Alright, so there's no rules saying we can't fight things along the way. I have Mend ready and I have full life. So let's fight one of these giants. Different type of target here. It's nice to have a big change of pace. He's a loud one. And we're doing okay so far. Once we get to 75% life, I use my Mend, push myself back up to full. Start that regeneration. There we go, full life. And these guys run, so just get them down to 20% life, and you should get them to start turning around. The skies are getting purpley hazy. I remember growing up in the late 80s when they worried about things like acid rain. What I heard from a teacher, or at least the rumor was, when you see really good sunsets, it was because of the pollution. Alright, so the more pollution you have in a city, the better the sunset look. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that, but that's kind of what a teacher said. I've learned throughout the years that not all teachers who taught even science were educated in the science backgrounds. I just learned that throughout the time, but I used to think everything a teacher said was 100% correct as a kid because they were teachers. We were taught teachers are the experts. And as you grow up, sometimes you realize your parents are wrong, your teachers were wrong, and adults around you that you took everything they said for as gospel were wrong about a lot of things. And it was just most people were wrong about a lot of things too. They repeat what they heard. And even the medical community was wrong about many things. For instance, ingestion of cholesterol. It turns out that the cholesterol we ingest is not a nutrient of concern for people with hypercholesterolemia, hyperlipidemia. It's the cholesterol you make in your body that matters most. Your liver produces cholesterols. Sometimes it produces too many. And a big risk factor is your diet, of course, but consuming excess carbohydrates is a bad thing. So don't replace whole foods that might be high in cholesterol with processed foods that are low in cholesterol. That's not the winning strategy, apparently. High processed cereals with added sugars is not a better substitute than a whole egg boiled, hard-boiled egg. Eat your hard-boiled egg, but skip the Lucky Charms. Oh, Lucky Charms sounds so good right now. So I really like the chocolate Lucky Charms, but I don't like the ones with the graham cracker inside of them. I like just the plain chocolate, the stuff that turns your chocolate. Things that turn your milk chocolatey. So I do have some Reese's cereal. I have a box of those Reese's Mini. I've never tried them, but I've always been a fan of Reese's peanut butter. So I may try to get a bowl, and I don't have milk, but I have some almond milk in the fridge that's not going to last forever. And I prefer to get almond milk because its shelf life, or in the fridge, it lasts longer. If I buy milk, if I don't drink it that day or two, it gets that sour, nasty taste to it. And it goes bad so quickly, and if you ever drink bad milk, oh my gosh, you never want to do that again. It's an accident. So I'm going to keep running over this way, but I'm going to feign death and maybe go fix myself a bowl of cereal. I worked myself into a cravings for Reese's cereal. So I'll be right back. Feign death. So I'm back. Drinking, I found this in my fridge, something I forgot I had. It's called a mocha white chocolate iced latte from the brand called Community Coffee. It's really good, and shook it up. It's fresh, it's cold, sweet, something to sip on. About, I would say it's less calories than a bowl of cereal, so thought it was a better alternative. It really hits the spot, as my grandpa used to always say. That hits the spot. It hits the spot. So I just started a new audiobook today while at work. A Tump Stump. No, I'm not going to pick that up. I have to research into what it does. So the new audiobook is a Stephen King audiobook. And I don't know the name of it. But it's drawn me in the first hour of it so far. It's an audiobook. And I could listen to it while I was at work. Had some opportunity to put it on and listen. It was quite good. It's about a, you know what, he does, all his books seem to be about, the main protagonist seems to be a doctor or a lawyer or an author. In so many of his books, that's the main character. He writes them as doctors, lawyers, or authors. I kind of enjoy that. But he doesn't really, he's had a few of them where the main characters are kids. I think I read, when I was really young as a teen, I was reading a book called The Talisman. And some of his books when he was younger, the protagonists were, you know, young adults. I prefer where he puts the main character as like middle-aged professional type. I can relate. So let's do feign death here, and we need to check the maps because I'm going to be running around. Okay, I'm back. So I forgot to pull up the website. Instead, I looked at the name of the audiobook because I was about to put it back on. I was going to listen to audiobooks while I play EverQuest, and I thought, ooh, that's a great idea. Audiobook, EverQuest, unfortunate part of it is I can't listen to it while I record, but I can listen to it while I travel. So let me go back and do that. The name of the title is called You Like It Darker. You Like It Darker by Stephen King. I think it's one of his newer books. I'm not sure. But it's drawn me in, and I don't know if it's going to be... Some of his books, they do a really good job in the beginning, and they can kind of sag in the middle. I found, especially The Stand for me, just sagged in the middle. But the beginning part really drew me in, and sometimes that carries you through to the end. But it's doing a very good job of keeping me entertained, and I'm getting invested in the characters right now. So I'll be right back. So I should be traveling southeast, apparently. I'm here south. There we go. Go southeast. So we can either go to the Lake of Ill Omen or the Dreadlands. Either one. Fine with me. Wow, what a view. Look at this. Oh god, he scared me. This thing. What's he doing up here? I came up here just to take a look at... Next thing you know, a roamer's right up here with me at the peak of this cliff. I'm almost at the top of the highest peak. This guy just walks up next to me. It's like King Kong fighting on the Empire State Building. This guy is a ravenous brute. I don't know if I mentioned the name of the book. The Stephen King book I'm listening to is called You Like It Darker. With a colon, it says stories. I don't know if it's short stories in it or not. You Like It Darker. Golly, this is hard to get them. Stop! There we go, we hit him. Very hard to hit him when you're going down that decline. Alright, we're gonna wait. I don't want to get that guy. Here we go. So I'm 17% of the way to the level. 18% of the way to the level. Making progress. Continue going east now. So east will take us to... That's northeast. East. I forgot what direction I was heading. East. East will take us to the Lake of Ill Omen. If we go that way, we can go to Firiona Vie. But what is this? Let's go inside and take a look. And there's like a... That must be the mines of Nurga. Or Droga. One of those. Oh, we see some goblins in there. Let's take a look at the consideration of them. A blight collar. No, I don't want to fight blight collars. Remember the last time I came over here, we fell down and we got stuck and I had to get Tofu to help me out. That was pretty bad. A Cenobite. Ooh. But fighting these guys in front of the entrance is an option too. They're casters. It seems like I was here forever ago. We can go inside, fight. Bone charmers. There's just swarming. One's got a sword. Let's fight this rock chanter with a sword. He will give me experience, but I also want to check out the sword that he's got. You never know. It could just be fine still. Back in the days, fine still was like the dream, getting that kind of loot. My God, you're rich. Okay. We got mend ready. Save it for when it's needed. Your will is not sufficient to command this weapon. One of these days, our will will be sufficient to command the weapon. Oh, he got a heal off. Look at that. That was a pretty powerful heal. He got another heal off. So one of these annoying guys. So I finished my iced mocha. I gotta say, I recommend community coffee iced mocha, white chocolate. All right. Oh my goodness! Look at this, a rock chanter ring. 4 wisdom, wait, 3 wisdom, 3 stamina, and 4 AC. This would be great for my shaman. That is a good ring. And he's got a 2-hander. I'm not going to pick it up because it's heavy, but that's worth about 8 or 10, 12 platinum. Yeah, I'm leaving it behind, guys. That's the life of a monk for me. I just don't want to have to run to a vendor. I don't want to take a huge AC hit, prevent me from looting further. Just how it is. Fight another one of these guys. I got some food in the microwave, so figure I'm really close to the Lake of Ill Omen. So we'll run through there, head over to Firiona Vie, check out the cliffs again, fight on the cliffs, and then see where we go from there. There's always the Dreadlands and Carnor's Castle, the Yeti Cave area. But just the main goal is getting through level 40. Let's go ahead and throw in mend. So you can hear my microwave humming in the background. So I'm eating I can't remember the name of it, but it's a chicken fried steak dinner with some mashed potatoes and the country gravy, or the white gravy. So that's the kind of gravy I like. Why am I not hitting him? Look at all this red and white. There we go, hit him. Holy cow, this is some bad RNG. Look at this. He's making a comeback. Alright, we're okay now. I don't think I've... Oh my gosh. Why is this so close? Let's try intimidation. Okay, we got him to run, but I was down to 23% health. That was so close. So he's blue, but he's a very tough blue. So if we... Oh my god, there's another one. Hurry, hurry up and die. I gotta feign death. There we go. Haha. And we got 19%. Looks like I died. So I'm going to try the trick where you take the rings off. I have 2 Bellium Fire Wedding Rings. I'll do Bind Wound until I get to 50%, and then we'll put the rings on. Hopefully I can get one more. Oh, come on, we're at 49%. Hurry up, kick in. Alright, so we're at 54%. Then I put in the rings. It takes me back down to 49. Maybe I can get one more bandage off. I don't think it's going to work. Oh, we got one more off. I don't know if it's worth doing every time, but there it is. So we're going into the Lake of Ill Omen now. Hopefully this is the, yeah, this looks like it's it. It's not a very clear-cut zone entrance. Let's see, I am going north. Actually, I don't know if I'm going the right way, because it should start cutting east. That's it. I think that's it right there. I can't tell. Gosh, they should really make this easier to find. That was the entrance. How could you tell? I mean, if you weren't looking for it, you would not have found it. Some kind of landmark would have been helpful, but this is the zone entrance to the next zone. Well, I made it finally. I can't. So, you know, they've always got these spiders right at the zone line entrance, and they're bad things. You don't want to mess around with these spiders. They do got some kind of effect where they can keep you snared. They're spider webs. So I try to avoid them. They're not my most favorite thing to fight. We'll continue heading east. I'll fight things along the way, but we're heading to the cliffs. You can see one of these dwarf. It says halfling swashbuckler. And he says he scowls ready to attack. I'll ignore him. But maybe I'll fight one of these spiders. They're blue to me. Let's see, that's a silk strander and this is a web strander. I don't know the difference between these two. Maybe I'll just ignore them actually. I'm worried about ads. That's the only reason why. And you can see there's all kinds of stuff in here. A knight. Oh yes, he attacked me. So I'm gonna fight this Froglock Ton Knight. Never fought one of these before. But he's blue to me. I've got mend ready. And keep circling around. Making sure we're doing good. There's the Drolfgars, my main target. We're gonna fight them from the cliff sides. It's a decent area to pull from. Sometimes you'll find a small group or solo hunters out there. All right, we should get this. Yep, there he goes, running away. Easy, we're at 19% now. It's gonna be a long grind. Probably through several episodes, but now we're 20% of the way through. And I don't think I fought one of these things either. What is this? Venomous Lamprey. You can ignore him though, he's green. And continue heading east. Get to this flat portion here, and there's our first Drolvarg. And there's a Hoppity Frog, a Troll Shaman. I'd rather fight the Snarler here. So I can compare myself to when I was last here. I was doing fine. There's some of these that are tough. Wow, there's a lot of frogs out here. Didn't realize there were so many of them. Let's go ahead and start with our mend. There's a Savage and a Snarler. Can't remember which is the higher level of the two. So all I have to do is just make sure I don't get an ad here. The best place is the cliffs to avoid ads. You pull them back. So it's a good thing I stocked up on throwing weapons again. Ah, spinning me around. Feels like I need to turn my AC up higher. It's summer, the nights are warm, and this is the time of the year when I run the AC, the electric bill up. I try to run the AC on really low, but it gets hot, especially in this corner where the computer's at. I need a better ventilation area, or at least, perhaps I can use a fan, but that makes a lot of noise in the background when I'm recording videos. All right, so we are now 21%. Let's head to the cliffs. Avoid the frogs, avoid the frogs. I think east is the way we want to go. We'll go around these ruins. Well, there's a warrior. Oh, he's blue. Well, if I was ready to fight, I'd fight him, but I'm not ready to fight. Well, I finally made it. And there's all the people running around, and this one looks interesting. It's called a pirate destroyer, and he's an ogre. I'm going to try to target this guy and bring him back. Because I don't remember seeing one called destroyer. Kind of wish my mend was ready, but it's not. We'll have to try to fight without mend. Close enough. Oh my god, he backstabbed me for 208 points. How did he... Oh my god. That's not the way to start this fight. Here we go. Oh, there's two of them. We might as well just feign death now. Wiser too. We're taking him down quick though. He's blue, but how am I taking him down so fast? Even with his friend on me. Wow. I'll kill the destroyer and then I'll feign death. 21%. And we go to 22. Well, let's just see if we can take this guy on too. Down to 41% life. Yeah, these guys got... He's a green. Stupid guy. Why did you attack me? He's not much trouble at all. Annoying. I got experience off both of them, so that's a fine steel rapier. But I think these are the ones that you can't sell. Say lore items and no drops, so don't even bother looting them. Stupid. But now we're 22% of the way through the level. That was good. I like it. Alright, let's go ahead and get some more of these. Plenty to fight. Only one at a time, please. I don't want two. How about this thing? It's called a snarler. We'll get a snarler. Get close enough, toss a range attack at him. Bring him back to these. Well, I'll bring him up. This is a close area right here. I don't want to get too close to the edge because they run away and they tend to run right off the cliff. That's so annoying. These things are huge though. And we're getting faction. Let's see what the faction is. Firiona Vie gets better and the pirates get worse. I wonder if at some point I can go into Firiona Vie. Turn in my canines. The longer I wait to turn him in, the less value I get for turning him in. Let's see, maybe I'll get up to 25% of the way through this level. This is a good area to fight. See how he's running right to the cliff. Good, now we're up to 23. See, there's those canines. You get a honeyberry pie. Honeyberry. You know, I'm tempted to fight one of those shamans. What if I attack his pet? Oh, we got it. Thought this would be a fun finale fight. Man, that pet is right on my tail. I know you don't have to bother with the pet, but I'm going to take the pet out first. Just because. There we go, we got the dots on me now. The pet is actually quite strong. Surprised, I've hit him a few times, he's still got a lot of life left. Big, heavy life pool. But, whatever. Is he going to start healing the pet now? Well, that's annoying. Whatever, if he's healing the pet, he's not casting dots. We're doing fine. It's down to 75%. The dots are what I have to worry about the most. Now we did Targar's insects. Great. Hurry, finish the pet. Come on. There we go. We got the pet down. Now we take down the caster, the annoying caster. So I got experience for the pet kill. Alright, we're doing okay, we're doing okay. We're low life. We're down to 60%. Oh, don't do darkness on me. When I have darkness on, I don't remember where my feign death button is. Okay, feign death is 4. So if I get blinded again, I'll have to type 1 and then 4. Oh my god, we're getting low. Down to 30%. This Targar's insects is annoying. I'm slowed down. I'm dotted. Oh my god, now he's healing himself. I should probably go ahead and feign death now. Yep. So as I lay down here, I still got the dots on me. Let's watch my health. So it goes from 21 to 20. They're not very strong dots. They're not like Necromancer. But I just wanted to fight one. I think I could have handled, if I would have targeted the shaman first and left the pet alone, that would have been the better strategy. So it's a very weak dot. It's actually the Targar's insect. This is like a, it slows down your attacks, really. That's what it is. Less drowsy. Yeah, it's like a drowsy spell. And the Malazement and Enlistment are just debuffs. So I didn't really have a dot on. See if I can stand up without drawing attention. Come back here and start putting on bandages. But I'm going to end the video with that fight there. I thought it would be fun to fight a shaman with a pet, just to see how I can handle it. And obviously it's very hard. Throwing some mind wounds. But thanks for watching this video. We started out in the Overthere, and I came all the way to Firiona Vie. Did get a little bit of experience. It's undermined by the fact that we're in hell level, so I went from like 15% or so, or 10%, all the way up to like 23. So that would have been doubled the experience if I wasn't in the hell level. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a great weekend. This is going to go up on Saturday, and looking forward to playing some more EverQuest over the weekend. Big holiday coming up for those in America, 4th of July. Plan accordingly. I think I'm going to do some indoor cookout of hot dogs and maybe tomato sandwiches. Drink some screwdrivers and listen to audiobooks, play EverQuest, have a good time. Celebrate our independence. Take care, bye.